Because day-to-day life, it's pretty moderate. I work about 20 hours a week at my gym, and then I hang out with my kids. I spend a lot of time at home, though, just lounging and resting. So I still lift and do yoga every day, but when I don't, uh, when I got to go here, there, I mean, like, my lawyer tried to get me on disability because I was there for a while. I was working at this one gym, and it got to a point where they were like, "Hey, you're gonna have to work 40 hours a week." And I was like, "I can't, bro. I can't teach that much. You guys are mistaken. I can do it real well for a little while, but I can't do it 40 hours a week. So he had me apply for disability, which I totally knew I probably wouldn't get. Uh, but I applied and they denied it, and then this other business partner wanted to open another gym, and he wasn't always on the up and up with me as far as.
What really was going on?
Nah, I mean, he wanted to open his own gym. Really, what I wanted to do, just wanted to use my name to do it. But I don't know. Like I said, it's worked out. But when 2 years ago I came out and I did it with Eric, and I had a late flight back home.
Right.
And then I leave about the
next
same
day.
time. I was leaving about 3. And then I was supposed to get up the next morning and go to Vegas to get neck surgery. They had me scheduled for neck surgery. And I get home, and I mean, I'm pretty aware, it was 10:30 at night. I was tired, and my mother was staying with me. She was going to take me to the airport the next morning. My girlfriend was staying with me. She was going to go to Vegas and nurse me back to health after surgery. And I guess they tried to wake me up at like 4 o'clock in the morning the next morning to go catch a flight. I wasn't breathing. I had a heart rate, but they couldn't wake me up. They weren't sure if it was an epileptic seizure. They didn't know what was going on. My dad had just died like 2 months earlier, so my mom's flipping out. And they call an ambulance. The ambulance is like, "Oh man, he drug overdosed," and they get me to the hospital and they find out, "Oh, well, he didn't drug overdose." I think I had a half a Valium or something from my neck before the plane ride, but so they found out I got sleep apnea, but they thought it was narcolepsy because I was so tired from the show and my dad's death and trying to keep up that I would wake up and then I would be in a conversation like we are right now and then just fall asleep. And I started remembering doing it, but this was all in the hospital. But they said that I was just completely exhausted, that I hadn't slept. And
Well, you came out and you partied a lot, with Paulie and those guys, and you didn't really sleep. And
now, see, he says partied a lot. I don't party.
Well, no, I'm not saying like drug party,
like,
but I'm
we'll
saying
go to the
Non-stop
club
like you did this weekend.
non-stop.
more.
And
You did a lot
I'll drink,
more,
5 or 6 Red Bulls, and I'll try to stay up. And no, this weekend wasn't bad. It was non-stop. What the hardest parts some are, like I'll get up at 4 o'clock on Friday. I got up, went got a flight. And then what time y'all pick me up? Noon.
1 o'clock. Yeah.
1 o'clock. And then we were pretty busy all day. And then yesterday was real busy.
Yep.
And I think last time I was leaving Friday at 3 or something like that, and I was supposed to leave out on Monday at 3. So it was an in and out type of deal. This it was hard. It gets hard on you, and I didn't remember like 2 weeks there. I was in ICU, and they said, "Man, this guy's not gonna make it." I was fading in and out. Got lucky, and they found out I had sleep apnea. And I'm supposed to wear a mask every night, but man, you wear this mask every night for 6 months, and every night you wake up and you learn how to take it off in your sleep, and it's just laying next to you, blowing cold air on you. And I don't want to say I've given up on it. Some nights I'll get really, really tired and I'll try to wear it, but it's hard to wear.
Yeah, the thing's bulky and everything else.
Yeah.
It's like an extra suitcase too, especially when you travel with it.
It's rough.
I know you had to bring it to my house a couple times, and I was like, wow. At least you're comfortable, telling people about it.
It wouldn't help you be with a dehumidifier in the room?
I don't know. Maybe. I've had one of those things, the dehumidifiers, but, I don't know. I'm a real light sleeper anyway. I only sleep maybe, just depends. When I have my kids, I sleep pretty good. And what I mean by that, say, I don't know that I sleep good is if they kick me and I gotta adjust all night, but I'll get 8, 10 hours of sleep because we got to go to bed, we got to get and go to school the next morning. But when I don't have them, some nights I have trouble going to sleep. You know, you try not to get in that diabetic phase where you got to eat something to make you go to sleep. You know, but I'll go
That's
teach.
where I'm at.
Yeah, I'll go teach, and then my body will be real wound up. So it's hard to go right back home and go to sleep. You know, and I get out of there, I don't know, 10 o'clock, and it's hard to go home and crash.
Well, some nights I've talked to you at like 9:30 at night. You're like, yeah, I'm getting ready to go to bed. And then some nights you'll call me at like midnight. I'm like, wow, you're still doing up.
So it's fluctuate. My sleep schedule
Yeah.
fluctuates. It's probably too much. Some of it's uh, uh, season changes. The season changes are probably harder than the sleep apnea. It's hard on both. They didn't know for sure if they were tying sleep apnea to a neck injury. Now they knew they came from nose injuries, but they weren't sure what they could tie. You know, they were like, well, you know, I'm sure that's probably not helping you sleep good because of your neck. You know, but it's not what causes you to stop breathing.
Right.